Well, Richie, thanks for joining us. You came so close to beating the league leaders tonight.
I think we should have. I think first 7-8 minutes they didn't get out of their own half. First attack they had the score, and then we're disappointed to concede. But I also try and look at the positives where, okay, we've come away to the top of the league. We've conceded early, which gives them a leg up. But what's our reaction going to be like? What's our character like? And I think then for the majority, listen, they've got some good players, so at times they do cause you a little bit of problems, especially when they push the wing backs high, 2 strikers and a 10 running. They can overload certain areas of the pitch. But I think second half was total domination from us, both territorially in terms of hitting their penalty box and getting in areas, and looking composed and getting out. And the goal is exactly something that we work on. My only criticism and then is I think we went a little bit passive mode when we went 1-1, thinking at a point when. So probably my mind is like but I want to get to the stage where we equalise 1-1 and we're going to try and win the game 2-1, but we're just not quite there yet.
From an Orient perspective, I suspect you're very disappointed with the goal that was conceded.
Yeah, I've not watched it back yet, but for a pullback and someone to have a free shot, usually if it's a deflection or someone's tight and it goes through the legs, then you accept it. But I don't remember them being too much pressure on. Was it Stevens? Yeah. So disappointing, but I've not seen it. We'll look back on it. But like I said, they've got some good players. They've obviously ripped up the league first half of the season. But so there again, I'm 4 or 5 days into the job. And I think my team outplayed a team that is 4 or 5 years down the line. So they've had the same group of players under Mark Cooper. Obviously, Rob's gone in and carried that mantle and done it tremendously well. And they'll get over the line this year because they've got good enough quality. But for someone to come in 4 or 5 days and my players to react and respond the way they have and come here, and I think for long periods outplay them is a true testament to the players' attitude.
It certainly was, and also Turio took his goal so well.
Yeah, I mean he's got good pace, and we want that more from Theo, where he's coming inside and we're playing 1 and 2 touch into the spaces. I thought Drudden up front was really effective. I think second half was just really good. Our sub made a real impact, brought pace and energy to the team. I have to say that Chad was outstanding. Sometimes he can cruise a little bit and get there and won't have all the time in the world, but we could have a potential real player on our hands.
What is the extent of the injury to George Ray?
I think it was just a tight hamstring. He didn't feel anything in terms of a tear. So again, we've probably done 1,000 miles this week in the last 4 or 5 days. So he probably might have something to do with travelling. It's up to him to manage himself now over the next 2 or 3 days, and we'll see where we are Friday.
As you say, Shadrach Hogue is certainly impressed, and those long throws provide another dimension.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fan of long throws, would you believe? But I just think that where we are at the moment, you ask questions. Every time we have a long throw, they bring everyone back. So the thinking behind is if you don't score from the long throw, they clear it, you pick up the second balls, and you're playing from a higher position. So I think you put them on the back foot. And like I said, second half, we was in no danger. I think we conceded 1 shot from about edge of the box, where it's straight at Vigouroux. But listen, when we come, they're on a bad run, but they've still got good players, and this run for them won't carry on. They will turn it round.
Talking about injuries, did you pick up an injury in the second half?
I did. I had a nosebleed. I don't know why. I think it was the fact that we scored a goal maybe giving me a light-headed and giving me a nosebleed. I had a funny turn and I couldn't stop it. I think I had a nosebleed for about half an hour. So yeah.
So it's now 4 unbeaten for the O's. You're undefeated in 2. It's home on Saturday, your first home game. Rochdale, the visitors. Yep. Could that be the first win of 2022?
That's what I just said to the players. These two draws are okay. If we pick up a win at home, 5 out of 3 is an excellent return. But again, performance levels are so important. Sometimes you get when you where we are, you get et up about just win. But there has to be a way and a method of how you win. Because if you go out to just concentrate on winning, and you get beat, the debrief and your evaluation and the way that you improve is not there. So we've got things that we're nowhere near it where in terms of where I wanted to be in a final product. But again, we come out here and I think for long periods we outplayed them. And
the travelling supporters really appreciated the effort and the spirit the players showed tonight.
Yeah, well, like I say, we spoke on Saturday at Hartlepool and people spoke about the work rate improving, the work rate for these players. They're a good group, they're a really, really good group, and their attitude is fantastic. So I think the supporters appreciated that. But let's not forget there was a lot of quality in that. We should be if we just learn to just get our angles right and taking the ball on the back foot and playing forward better, then we'll start to create more chances.
And finally, as you look ahead to Saturday, would Darren Pratley be in contention for
Yeah,
that
he'll
one?
be back. So he trained yesterday just with the fitness coaches. Looks a little bit gaunt in his face. I think he's lost a considerable amount of weight. So we'll see how he trains tomorrow, and then we'll see how he trains Friday. But again, he's an experienced player. I've played against Pratt's top players, so he'll add to the group.
Good luck. Thanks
Okay,
very much.
thank you.
Thank you.